Hello and welcome to Sane Sunday Live. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for watching our show. Tonight's show is always about going over the calendar of events for the local car shows and cruise-ins. And then after that, we go over the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar, which is a calendar of channels, mostly car channels, that live almost every day of the week. So you can go hang out with somebody almost every night. Then we do the car trivia, where everybody has a chance to get on screen share and have their channels shown on screen share if they get the answer correct. Now, if you get the answer correct and you've already been on screen share or you're on screen share right now, then please let somebody else answer and let them have a chance to win and be on screen share too. Welcome to the chat, Camaro time. Camaro time, first in chat. Beauregard Rippy is here. Awesome. Carol is still under the weather, so it'll just be us guys. And but I'm sure she'll be back next week because she is feeling a little better. Now, for the calendar of events this week, number one, our vehicle of the month is the 69 Boss 302. And we have one weekend left this month. And it's a doozy, man. I tell you what, we've got the Chattanooga Cruise In at its new venue at Camp Jordan in East Ridge. That's March the 30th, 2019. This weekend, this coming weekend. We also have on that same weekend, if you don't want to go to one in Tennessee, you're going to go to something in Georgia, the Ridgeland High Car Show at 2478 Happy Valley Road in Rossville, Georgia. And that is to benefit the kids in the high school in the JROTC program. This program not only helps the kids in many ways, but it also gives them, if they complete the 4 years of JROTC program, it gives them a heads up on officers training. And they get to start out in the military. I think they're in the Army JROTC there at Ridgeland. And so they would get to start in the Army at a much higher pay and a much higher rank. My daughter Crystal went through that program in East Ridge. Hello, Hen Kid. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for smashing the like button and supporting us. Everyone else here in the chat is very supportive, and they have really great channels. So if you want to hook up with some people that have really great channels and learn some stuff from their videos and their thumbnails, and also make really good friends, everyone that shows up in this chat is really great. And if you support them, you won't have to use any of those scary words that might get you in trouble with the algorithm. Don't use any S words like sub or subscribe or anything in your comments, but do comment. And you don't have to use any words like back or return or anything like that, because that also gets the algorithm, the Google algorithm, to start watching you. They're looking for sub. We don't do that here. They want community building, and that's what we do. We're building a community to support each other and promote each other and help each other grow our channels, as well as hanging out and talking about cars. So, and everyone on this live calendar does the same thing. There is a live stream show you can go to every night in the hashtag Insanefriends community, and here they are. Right now it is Sunday, so after our live stream ends, you can go hang out with Gregory Salvatore at his channel and meet more friends at 9 p.m. Monday night, you can hang out with One Wheel E at 9 p.m. Tuesday night is Bub's Vacation at 9 p.m. And we're right back here for the original hashtag Insane Friends show at 7:30 on Wednesday nights, followed by Muscle Car Appraisal at 9 p.m. Hopefully they're not having any more technical difficulties. They were last week. Sometimes their internet is a little sketchy. So hopefully we'll get to see another great show from them at 9 p.m. They have really good car facts on their channel and on their regular videos. Thursday night is Dorito and Lucha Cabra at 9:30, followed by Easy 2 Tips and Tricks, etc., from 10:30 to 12. Now, these are all Eastern Standard Times. Ken at Easy 2 Tips and Tricks, etc., is in California, so his show starts at 7 o'clock his time, California time. Then on Saturday night, we have Chopper's Rule 1 at 6:30 p.m. Again, that's U.S. Eastern Standard Time. He is broadcasting out of Australia, so that is actually a day in the future. He is the future man. And Saturday is Fab Automotive Detailing at 9 p.m. Oh, and I didn't do enough on the calendar here, did I? All I really shouted out was the end of March. We've got stuff going on in April that is awesome. April's coming on us fast. And the first weekend in April is Bo's Extravaganza in Holden, Louisiana. That's the 40th birthday of the show. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, that's Bo Duke. And April the 27th is Bugapalooza again. A fun show. Lots of family events at Bugapalooza. And again, it's going to be at Camp Jordan Arena. And it is to benefit the Ronald McDonald House. They raised several $1,000s for the Ronald McDonald's House last year. And if you're not familiar with the Ronald McDonald's House, it houses the families of sick children so that they can be near the hospital where their children are getting their treatment and not have to be driving long distances back and forth or having to rent a motel room or something. So it's really great for the families of these children, these sick children. And the same weekend in Kennesaw, because of course Bugapalooza is in Tennessee, East Ridge, Tennessee. If you're closer to Atlanta or you're headed down south, further down south, and you're getting close to Atlanta or you're coming over from Alabama, then it may be closer for you to go to Kennesaw. And they're at the Mountain Shrine, they've got car show and gospel singing. And that is at 1380 White Circle, Northwest Marietta. And then in May, we are going to be at May the 25th. We're going to be at Streetcar Life's first car show event. It's going to be in the Chat State parking lot. It's a huge parking lot. There's going to be over $2,400 in prizes. You will see the king and queen of the car scene. We'll be making a personal appearance there. And we will be filming there too. There will also be the Scenic City Cruisers will be there. North Georgia Stangs will be there. There will be face painting for the kids, and there will be dyno testing for the big kids. There will also be a special lot for featured cars. Hello, Uzo Lou. Welcome back to the chat. A few of y'all are going to be, I guess you noticed I made an updated video for last week. It's really hard for me to make videos right now with all the moving going on. We were moving again today. We have been moving something every day. And today I sold another piece of equipment. So that money's going to get rolled over into another big van trailer. If you don't know what that is, if you never drove a truck or anything, that is the big enclosed trailers that go behind the tractor trailer trucks. It's going to be a 53-footer. I've already got a 36-footer, which is actually a reefer. And we already have several pallets of transmissions loaded up in that. much more to come. Hello, Fab. What's going on? Wow, all-star cast here in the chat. Glad y'all are all here because a lot of you are going to be getting a shout out in the next video, which is the next update video of what's going on with all the moving and all the equipment and the tools and the transmission parts and all that kind of stuff, the trailers and the building, that kind of thing. Well, the building down here, the garage barn, we won't be covering the big building that I'm moving out of in this next video. There'll have to be another video after that. It was already getting a little bit too long, just covering what we have brought down here and what we're putting in the building, what's going on here in Dalton. So I will be mentioning Uzo Loose Garage, Z Outlaw SS, Camaro Time, and Fab Automotive Detailing in that new video. And I've already asked Camaro Time about one of his newest intro clips. If any of y'all that I mentioned just now would like to allow me to put one of your intro clips in that video right after I mention your channel name, please email that to me so I can include that in the video. And I will be finishing up that video Monday or Tuesday, I hope, at least Tuesday or Wednesday, because I'd rather be able to finish it up and release it Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that deadline. I've done a lot of the editing already, so maybe I could, maybe I can't. If not, of course, I'm not going to release it on Wednesday because we do a live on Wednesday. So if I can't have it done and released by Tuesday, then I'll finish it up Wednesday or Thursday and release it probably on Friday. Because Friday, if I release a video, gives me like live on Sunday, then skip a couple days, live on Wednesday, skip a couple days, and then a video released on Friday, and then nothing on Saturday. It kind of spaces it out. That way there's some content coming out like at least every other day or every third day. Oh, the Master Tech Victor at Gmail would be a good video to use. And don't forget, guys, I know some of y'all are really good about this, but some of y'all I guess you just don't know, and I really don't mention it a lot, and I'm trying to remember to mention it more often. Don't forget, you can put a link to and share your videos on the Saneauto Facebook page, and share some pictures on there too. Got car pictures and stuff like that, share it on the Saneauto Facebook page. The more we grow that page, and it's several hundred members now, and they're all car people. They're all car people interested in car stuff. I mean, people that's like their Facebook pages are covered in their cars, their Mustangs, their Camaros, their Corvettes, their Mopars, stuff like that. So they're definitely interested in your car content. And I know sometimes you get on some of these Facebook channels that have several thousand members, but we may not have several thousand members on the Saneauto Facebook page. It's several hundred, but there's several hundred active members that really like car content, not just several hundred members of whatever, several thousand members of whatever. So yeah, put a link to all your car videos or your repair videos or anything where you get your hands dirty or you fix something or you repair something, any of that kind of stuff on that Saneauto Facebook page. And if you're not a member of the Saneauto Facebook page, then friend me, Victor Sane, on Facebook, and I'll invite you to the page. And when you friend me, send me a message that who you are from YouTube, because I get a lot of sketchy friend requests and stuff too. And if I'm not sure who they are or what they're about, I won't respond to that. Trying to keep it clean, like we keep our channels clean. Like I say, sometimes keep your hands dirty and your channel clean. Wow, Fab is 53 away from 2,500. That is awesome. Great job. Yes, Hen Kid, it is fine to join the Facebook page if you don't have a car right now. Absolutely. You don't have to have a car. You're welcome to post pictures of your dream car, what you want to have, what you're hoping to have, stuff like that. We all started out on foot or on a bicycle or whatever, skateboards. And I myself was building lawnmower engines before I ever had a motorcycle or car or anything. Anyway, well, let's get to our first question, trivia question. What was the last car produced by a major U.S. automaker with a V12 engine? And I guess I should say the last car mass produced by a major U.S. automaker with a V12 engine. This was a regular production car, and it was kind of high end, but it wasn't like unaffordable. It was at the time pretty mainstream, and they made a lot of them. Beauregard Rippey. Yes, it was a Lincoln. Can you tell me what kind of Lincoln it was? Viper. No, it wasn't a Zephyr. I'm going to give it to you anyway, Beauregard. Beauregard's going to be our first winner tonight. It's the Lincoln Continental Mark I. The Lincoln Continental Mark I with V12. And it was very mainstream, mass produced. Yes, and Fab, you're right. The Viper was a V10. I have one of those, a video of one of those with supercharger on it, and it's hey, Z Outlaw SS, were your ears burning? But yeah, it was the wait a second. Beauregard. Get this screen share going. Wow, look at the new banner art. Isn't that cool? Now, who can tell me it's 7:55? We're going to have, even if you get it right really quickly, we're going to keep Beauregard up here for a couple minutes. I'm going to hit video so you can see more of his thumbnails. And it looks like we've got a Honda tour that we can watch later on after we get done with the live and everything. And Rippey Supercar Tour. That sounds like an interesting video to see. Honda Tour and a Supercar Tour. I bet there's some good content in there. Now, the next question is, what was the last year of the V12 Lincoln Continentals. The very last year they made them. Hot Rod Lincoln. How am I going to see the chat? Oh, I got to get my phone. Let me go get my phone so I can see y'all chat. Hello and welcome to the chat, reviewing, playing, and more RPM. Okay. Z Outlaw SS says 48, 1948. Were you the first one to say that? Because it is 1948. That is the correct answer. 1948 was the last year of the V12 Lincoln Continental Mark I. And then later he says that was supposed to be 2008. But it's a good thing it wasn't 2008 because 1948 was the last year of the V12s. Now I have on my channel, I should have got a link to it ready. I do have on my channel a video of a 1946 Lincoln Continental V12 Mark I that I filmed in Atlanta near where my mom lives. The same day that Carol was taking her last tests for being, I forget what they call it, but after you get licensed in the insurance, you have to get something else too. Even after you go through all the licensing stuff, that's still not enough. You have to take even more tests. And then after those tests, you finally get to actually start selling insurance. And so when she was doing all that, we had to be in Atlanta to take those last tests. And I figured, well, I'm in Atlanta. I'd go over to this place that has lots of Corvettes while she's testing. It's over there near my mom's place anyway. And so I'm over there filming Corvettes. And what did they have hidden in the back of the building? It was a 1946 Lincoln Continental Mark I with the original V12 still in it. And it still, and yes, Beauregard Grippy, it has rear seat air conditioning. It sure did. It sure does. And that one, that 46 had that too. And it was all still there. It was all original. It was in really good shape for a 1946 as well. That was the only time I've actually seen one in real life. So I filmed the crap out of it and made a video out of it. You had a Lincoln Continental Beauregard, a Mark I. That's pretty cool. Hello, Johnny Pro. Welcome to the chat. Okay, our next trivia question for tonight is going to be, what is the name of the largest auto show in North America? This includes Canada. The largest auto show in North America. What is the name of it? And I give you a hint. It is not here in the South. It's not the Atlanta Auto Show. Uzolu Garage probably knows the answer to this one. Oh, reviewing plane and more RPM. Got it first. It is the Chicago Auto Show. That is the largest auto show in North America, the Chicago Auto Show. Very good RPM. Now, Z Outlaw SS, one of the reasons he's mentioned in my video is because they're talking about plans for the Saneauto channel and stuff. And I'm going to be looking at some more of his videos, Uzolu's videos, Fab's videos, Camaro Times videos, and anybody else that's got stuff on cleaning up cars and things like that before I go to doing any more cleaning on my show cars late this spring. And when I do start cleaning them up, I'm going to be making videos of it as well, because I've got a lot of cleaning supplies and that I couldn't find before. And since I've been doing all this moving, I found a lot of my 3M stuff and my Maguire stuff. Wow, it just hit 2,500. Congratulations, reviewing playing in more RPM. 2,500 subscribers. Bam, right there. 2500. Look at that. Oh, you saw a documentary talking about the Chicago Auto Show yesterday? Okay, well, don't give away all the answers, because there's a couple more questions about the Chicago Auto Show, and I bet you know the answers. I bet you'll know the answers right away. But let somebody else win and get on screen share too, because we're going to ask a couple of questions about it. Oh, well, that's great, Z Outlaw. I've still got another month and a half of moving just about every day, and then I want to take a week or two to rest, just to rest. And then I'll be going to auto shows again. We've been up there at the building in Chattanooga every day, including today and yesterday, loading up tools and equipment and stuff and bringing them to the barn garage. And I also have a big reefer trailer up there that I've been loading up with transmission parts. And turns out we have a little over $1 million worth of transmission inventory that has to be loaded up. So it's taking a while. And we sold another big piece of equipment today, and at least 2 more bigger pieces of equipment earlier this week. So that's 3 of the bigger things I didn't have to move and won't have to move. So I've lost count of how much of the stuff was sold, but I'm still loading up every day. And hopefully I'll sell some more stuff too that I won't have to move, of the big heavy stuff. And I'm looking to buy either a backhoe or a tractor with a backhoe and a front loader on it, because I'd like to use the front loader to carry around some of the heavier stuff from place to place that doesn't have pavement or concrete between it, like between the trailers and the building and stuff like that, like engines. Because I got 5 more engines to bring down here. And I go over some of that in the new video that's coming out next week. Yep, Beauregard, the Jaguar did have an XJS with V12. I actually have one of those in my collection. It's a red one, 86. That was pre-Ford. It was before Ford took over. And Ford took over in 88. And while Ford was in control of Jaguar, Jaguar continued producing the same V12 with some upgrades and stuff a few more years. So that would be debatable if that were a major U.S. car company making that engine, but it wasn't. I think they were still producing those in England, so it would be questionable. Yes, Lumsum's Garage, we're still moving stuff every day. As a matter of fact, I was unloading stuff right up until the live. We started the live. I did take a little time to get cleaned up some before I started the live. But then I'm going to go back out there. I still got the van open and the barn garage is open. And some stuff is laying out there that I haven't put away yet. So I do still have to do a few little things and some closing up after we finish the live. And then we get up bright and early in the morning, and Carol can go to the insurance company and have a break. Poor woman, she's got to go to work to get a break. And then I can go back to loading the van again. I may take some time and fix a few things before going, because I'm going to put some bearings in the big Kubota mower because the grass is getting high already. And I need to replace all the bearings in the deck. So I can make a video of that. I don't know how long it'd take me before I get a chance to edit it and everything and put it up there, but I could make a video of it while I'm doing it. And then I go back to loading up and unloading again. As long as I get some stuff in the van and on the trailer every day, I think I'll make the deadline and get everything out of there. You're right, Beauregard, a skid steer would work. If I could get hold of a skid steer, I'd be happy with that. A tractor or skid steer or a what is those other little things called? As long as it'll drive around both on dirt and gravel and pavement, not just concrete floors like my last forklift was. Fab, the mower does have spindle assemblies, and so it is pretty easy to change the bearings in it. But I do have a big press anyway. If it was like that, I do have a big press, and I've already brought the press over here and set it up, and I have my all my attachments. Okay, the next question is also about the Chicago Auto Show, and that is, the next trivia question is, where is the Chicago Auto Show held? Where in Chicago is the auto show held? Fab, I'm glad you mentioned a test panel and that you plan on doing some wet sanding on it, because one of the things that I wanted to do this spring when I get to playing around with my products that I have relocated, since I've got all this 3M and Meguiar stuff and some turtle wax stuff, I wanted to take an old hood that I've got and tape it off, and also maybe play around on the little Camry, because you can't really hurt that thing. 300 and something thousand mile Camry with, there's some places on it that have no clear coat whatsoever. I mean, I could do some side panels where it still has clear coat on it and play around with some of those and tape off some spaces and have like 3 different spaces, and maybe do 3M, Meguiar's, and turtle wax polishing compound in 3 different spaces on one panel, so we can compare and see how they do. So where in Chicago is the Chicago Auto Show held? I give you a hint. It sounds like a famous place in Rome. I like Beauregard's answer, the Thunderdome. That's I like that. Yeah, that would be an easier question, wouldn't it? What city is Chicago Auto Show held in? Breezy's Bike Shop. It is the Coliseum. You are correct. Breezy's Bike Shop. Congratulations. You are going on screen share. It is the Coliseum. Well, I'm supporting you anyway, Breezies. If you ever decide to get some videos, Breezy, let us know and we'll check them out. Well, thank you for supporting, Breezies. We appreciate you. Our next question is, and if you've already won, let somebody else win so they can go up on screen share. What was the first year that the Chicago Auto Show was held? And if you don't know the answer to this one, it's pretty surprising. What was the first year that the Chicago Auto Show was held? Hello, Burning Rubber Garage. We're in the middle of car trivia, and we're on the subject of the Chicago Auto Show, which is the largest auto show in North America. And then our second question was, where is the Chicago Auto Show held? And Breezy's Bike Shop got that correct. It was the Chicago Coliseum. Now we're on the what was the first year that the Chicago Auto Show was held? Oozaloo Garage. You nailed it. Absolutely right. It is 1901, and Johnny Pro and Fab, you were getting really close. Y'all were all around it. It was 1901, Oozaloo Garage. Good job. (1901) predates most of the car companies that we think about today. Yeah, man, y'all were just all around it, very close. If it'd been mortars, y'all would have scared it to death. Again, with the new banner art. If you haven't seen Oozaloo's new banner art yet, look to the right and the left here. I don't know if you can see that on cell phones, but it's one of those time-lapse photos of a street where the car lights are really streaky. I always like those time-lapse photos with streets like that, with the car lights and everything. Z Outlaw SS says he's got a massive video to edit. It took 3 drone batteries, 3 Canon batteries, and 1 GoPro battery, and came home looking like dirt. Did it have anything to do with dirt track racing? Uzolo Garage and Z Outlaw SS and Fab and Camaro Time are some that I mentioned in my new video coming up next week because of all the detailing videos. And I will be watching those again before I do any of my detailing videos with the products that I have. Because at some point I am going to clean up some of our stuff, start taking it out again, and start adding to the trophy collection again. Oh, and Z Outlaw SS said something about coming up to one of the car shows, and I was about to say, and I got sidetracked. May the 25th, we will be at Streetcar Life's event at Chat Steak parking lot. That is in Chattanooga. If you want to meet us at something that's closer, I'm not sure if I'll be done and be there in time, but I would like to go to Bugapalooza in Camp Jordan and East Ridge. I know I'm not going to be done moving in time to be able to go up there to Camp Jordan this weekend for the Chattanooga Cruise In, which is terrible because that's going to be an awesome event, and I hate to miss it, but you know, we've got lots of moving to do. The 27th of April, I may have enough moving and stuff done and had a chance to rest a little bit and may be able to at least make it to Bugapalooza in Camp Jordan in East Ridge, Tennessee, which is just off the freeway, Highway 75. That would probably be easy for you to get to. And then in May, there is stuff right here in North Georgia, like the Peach State Tractor Show. Starts at 9 a.m. at Prater's Mill in Dalton. And the Cruising Truck, Bike, and Plane Show at Tom B. David Field in Calhoun, Georgia is on the 11th of May. So we're getting into where the car shows get thicker and more numerous and closer in a couple of months from now. And I will be done with all this moving and stuff by then. Yeah, you got to wear a dust mask too when you go to those. There's a dirt track like that right down here from our house, and being that we're right here in the foothills of the Appalachians, and it's between us and the mountains, it's not only loud Saturday nights and Saturday evenings, but it echoes off of the mountains and comes back. Oh, thank you for mentioning that, Fab Automotive Detailing. Mean Bee 392's giveaway is tonight. And Adams donates a lot of stuff for his giveaway. So people check out Mean Bee 392's. And Fab you're welcome to tell Mean B 392 when he's having giveaways like that. He can post on Saneauto Facebook page, get more traffic while he's doing his giveaways and stuff. And we are going to end screen share right now and subject you people to my ugly face so you can toughen up your eyeballs. It's in 30 minutes, and we will be off of here in about 3 minutes, so y'all can get ready and check that out. Also, we have Gregory Salvatore's live at 9 p.m. and 390 Mean B 392's giveaway. You're right, Burning Rubber. The fights at the dirt track would get lots of views. Everything that YouTube says, all the bad acting that YouTube says they don't want on the channel, the stuff that we do not normally put on our channels, the drama, all that other stuff that they say they don't want it, they promote like crazy. They promote that stuff like crazy. It's very frustrating. They tell us they don't want us to put that stuff on our channel, and then they promote it like crazy. These people, there's some of them in Atlanta. I won't mention the name of their channel because I don't want to give them any more free advertising or any more promotion than they already get. I don't think they should get any promotion at all for what they do, but they get arrested on purpose. They get in trouble, get pulled over, and then they call it harassment by the cops when they're the ones harassing the cops, and they get tons of views for it. And it's the very bad acting that YouTube says they don't want on their channel. And one of the reasons they get tons of views for it is because as soon as they get a few views for it, YouTube and Google start promoting it like crazy and send them a lot of traffic. But don't give up, guys, because we've got a community. Just like I said, keep your hands dirty and your channel clean, and we will promote each other, and we will, grow our community, and we'll promote everybody in the community. And we get big enough and strong enough, we'll be able to promote each other's channels and get the kind of traffic that everybody's getting for all the wrong reasons, and we'll be getting it for all the right reasons. And we won't have to do all that stuff, and we won't have to be infamous. We can be famous without being infamous. Which reminds me, I should say, everybody in the chat, it's got awesome channels and stuff. If you see somebody in the chat here that you don't recognize their name or you haven't supported them yet, please go support their channel. When you do watch their videos, please watch the full video, or at least let the full video play. Don't short watch anybody. That kills the algorithm. And comment on something in the middle or near the end of the video so they know you watched the video. And hit the like button. Do everything you can to help stimulate the algorithm for them on their channel. And if we keep doing that to each other's channels, we just help each other's channels grow. This is the part of the show where we're supposed to be over right now. But since we're here anyway, this is the part of the show where you self-promote, let everybody know in the chat what you put up on your channel last week and what you are planning to put up on your channel next week. Also, don't forget, you can also promote your videos on the Saneauto Facebook page. And I keep forgetting to mention on our lives that we also have a Saneauto blog on Blogger. Kid, it was nice having you in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Sorry I missed your message there a while back. Okay, Fab's got a warning here in the chat for y'all to be careful with your credit cards when buying Adam's stuff. Because there have been some fraudulent charges on the cards. He had $167 spent on his card before he caught it. So be aware, be careful. Somebody on here said something about using PayPal to buy their Adam stuff. Did that help? See how I said I'm going to go pick on a bigger YouTuber. Okay, Gregory Salvatore. Tonight, his live is discuss tips and tricks for getting your car ready for spring. So bring your own tips and tricks and share with everyone. Oh, that's what the Honda video is about. He filmed the Honda Heritage Center. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to watch that. There was another one, too, when we had you on screen share that looked really interesting. Supercar. Something about supercars. Okay, Z Outlaw SS was one. He said use PayPal for buying your Adam stuff if you can. It prevents the extraneous charges. Now I don't know that firsthand. That information is coming from Z Outlaw SS. I haven't bought any Adams either way. Okay, Beauregard's, he's got 5 of those videos. He's got 3 on there now. So, yeah. If I wasn't so tired, and I've got to go straight out here and finish getting the rest of the stuff out of the van and into the barn garage, and I've got to pick up the stuff that's between the van and the barn garage and put it somewhere and button it all up and pick up whatever else I forgot about and lock everything up. By the time I get done with that, I'm going to be so tired, I'm just going to hit the pillow and pass out. I'm going to get up early and do it again. And these are my days for a while. This is my fate for a while. But I don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. This is a good problem to have. I mean, far be it to me to complain, oh, woe is me, I got too much stuff. You know, that's it's not me. I just, you know, it is just a little tiring for right now. But it is nice to have all this stuff. I am grateful. I'm thankful that I didn't spend all that stuff, all that money on beer and cigarettes or something else worse. Spending on tools and equipment and parts and stuff like that. And I've got something to show for it. So that's nice. But it is a little bit tiring moving all this stuff. And I'll be glad when I've got it all tucked away and secured and protected and can start building shelves. And I'm going to have two big semi-truck trailers. One of them I'm just stacking and packing. The second one that's coming over here, the big 53-footer, I'm going to build some nice shelves in that. And then I'm going to be processing the stuff in one trailer and putting it nice and neat on the shelves. Like if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen some of the shelves in the barn garage where everything is nice and neat and organized there. And I'm going to be doing that with the 53-foot trailer and try to put everything in there and list it in between. You know, separate everything, cut it down to its bare parts, clean it up, inspect it. We'll inspect it first, then clean it, then inspect it again. And if I'm absolutely sure that it's sellable, good parts, then put it in a nice, neat, organized manner in the big 53-foot trailer. Because, you know, as you take these things apart, it spreads them out. So I'll go from a 36-foot trailer stacked and packed full, and then at some point while moving the stuff over to the 53-foot trailer and making it nice and neat and organized, Ford shelves, GM shelves, Chrysler shelves, import shelves, you know, Toyota, Honda. I'm not sure if I'm even going to do the Honda stuff. But certainly the Toyota stuff, there's some good selling Toyota stuff that I have. And oh, my latest thing. I was reminded, this right here reminded me of poor old Pete when he first got his job. One of the first things that happened was he got a nice burn doing an oil change. So we all got to get burnt, bruised, and bleeding. Now, of course, I couldn't show you my cracked rib when I got that because it doesn't show. You sure feel that, though. And it still hasn't healed all the way yet. But I can cough. I can laugh. I can do all that stuff without it hurting now. I just can't, like, lean on it or anything. And I still have to be careful with my lifting. But I got a nice, I will be losing that now. One of the transmissions got it. I think it was a AX4N front wheel drive Ford. But I got to the third level of pallets. I've been stacking them on pallets in the trailer, and then a pallet full of transmissions, and then another pallet on top of that, and then fill that pallet with transmissions, and another pallet on top of that. Z Outlaw, it says. Spend all your money on beer, cigarettes, and women. I have done the women thing. I've been guilty of that, and that's really easy to do in Atlanta. I've been there. Believe me, that's one of the reasons why I don't live in Atlanta right now, so that I can hang on to some money. Yeah, I used to do a lot of that kind of stuff back in Atlanta too, but I was much younger, my teenage years. But it was usually one-on-one because most of the time I was going to those underground fights. It wasn't legal then to do the MMA stuff. It was the 80s. But most of the time I got hurt, yeah, it was multiple guys jumping on me. And it wasn't in the ring. It wasn't that kind of thing. But I never had any ribs hurt that way. Most of my times I hurt a rib is from motorcycle wrecks or car wrecks or doing something stupid. Or in this case, it was lifting. And I was getting something up off the floor, the big stainless table, and we're going all the way to the floor to lift it. I should have taken the straps and went, from one end to the other so I could get, right here and lift with the straps. But we were just going to throw it up there in the van to just reach down there and grabbed it. And I literally heard it and felt it pop when it went. And I was just thinking, please, Lord, please don't let that be a hernia. Please don't let me pop a hernia. It's weird to be wishing you just cracked a rib because it hurts really bad. But compared to hernia surgery, it's no big deal. I'd rather hurt from a cracked rib, and because it will eventually heal. But hernia's got to have surgery, and I just hate those hernia surgeries. I've had 4. I don't want a 5th one. Yeah, we got to go to Uzolu Garage. So you have a good dinner. Thank you guys for coming. It's great hanging out with you. And we will see you again Wednesday night. And until the next video, get off the couch and get dirty. Keep your hands dirty and your channel clean.
No. No. Are you off the air?